still not cleared as far as COVID is concerned.
Would you mute yourself? I'd requested you.
Rush.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to another morning number 166 in our Powering Morning Conversations. So today we have a new person with us, and that is Mrs. Poonam Daswani, and very, very warm welcome to you, Poonam. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And for your benefit, let me reiterate once again what the purpose of this Empowering Morning Conversations is. So we started these morning conversations because we realized that there is so much of negativity all around us, and we tend to get influenced by that negativity. We also become negative. And when we become negative, it lowers our immunity and it stops us from, getting the maximum out of life. So if you're alive, you might as well make the most of it, right? But if we are going to be thinking only doom and gloom and complaining and blaming and getting upset and being frightened, that's not going to allow us to have any joy in our life. So the purpose of this Empowering Morning Conversations is to have conversations. And here I give tools. I may give certain learning points, and I help everybody, and we help each other to shift out of our negative mode and get into a mode where we see possibilities in life. See, most of us live in what we call as the default mode, the automatic mode. In that automatic mode, we mostly react or we resist whatever is going on. Okay? And in that default mode, there is no scope for creating our life. See, every day can be a daring adventure. Every day is an opportunity. Every experience is an opportunity for us to become a better version of ourselves. But we are so busy judging life. We are so busy judging ourselves that there is not much scope to see any possibility in our life. Okay? We are just in a survival mode. So the purpose here, and there are people who've been with us right from session number 1 without missing a single session. And each one of them reports various breakthroughs and new things happening up in their life, and you'll find out about that. Okay. So today's, and the ultimate objective of this is that all of life comes to me. When me means all of us, each one of us will say this: all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Now, isn't that a wonderful life to have? Isn't that what everybody would love to have? All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. That's the purpose. Now, coming back to what I started with, see, we are judging, and we've been doing that from the day we were born. In fact, we probably doing it in our mother's womb also, right? They were judging us, so we started judging ourselves. Because they were judging us, we wanted to come up to their expectations, so we were always questioning our actions and motives. Okay? Now, there is a lot of confusion between judging. A lot of people say, how will I improve if I don't judge myself? Okay? You want to improve yourself, you need to evaluate yourself. So the first difference is, if you, let's say that you evaluate yourself and you found out that your way of pronunciation is not okay, do you need to judge yourself as a stupid person or a bad person? No. You simply say that, okay, this is something I wish to improve. You've evaluated yourself and said that instead of saying state for state, you will say state for state. There's no judgment in that. Right? If you evaluate and you say that, hello, my ideal weight is supposed to be 70 kilos and I'm 85 kilos, then I've evaluated myself and said, okay, all right, I will go to work towards, bringing my weight to so-and-so. And you can do that without judging. But unfortunately, what has happened in our life is that judging and evaluating are both going together. Right? Somebody said, look how fast he runs. And you say, oh, I'm not a good person because I don't run fast. Okay, so let's get clear on this. And I don't have too much time today, otherwise we could spend more time in giving you more live examples. But you start thinking and see that where you should be evaluating, are you judging? Okay, so your evaluation is that two people in my family, they are not getting along with one another, right? And your evaluation is that it's good if they get along with one another. So there's no judgment of good and bad, na? You have evaluated a situation and you say, okay, let's have a different situation, but you don't have a value judgment on it. Oh, you don't say, oh, they are bad people. You don't say, I'm a bad person because I cannot manage the things. Are you getting it? So let's see, what is the difference between judgment and evaluation? The first one is evaluations are positive. They give us a benchmark to work towards. All right. So if I have evaluated and found that I don't speak loud enough for people to hear me, it gives me a positive action that I can do. Okay. Judgments are negative. Suppose I judge myself and say my voice is poor voice, I'm a pathetic human being because I cannot speak loud. That is a judgment. If you do not speak in a loud voice, it only means you don't speak in a loud voice and you can learn how to speak in a loud voice. Okay. Or somebody is, you can evaluate yourself and say that I am very much underweight. Okay. Or you can judge yourself and say, because I am underweight, I look ugly. I'm an ugly person. That is a judgment. That is negative. So judgment will never help you to improve, whereas an evaluation will, because there's no judgment attached to it. Evaluations help you to decide what you want more in your life and create connections. That's just an evaluation. Okay, I want to go for a holiday in Goa and I want to go travel business class. Your evaluation says, Malbhai, you don't have that much money right now to travel business class. Okay, so get the money. Or you may judge yourself and say, useless fellow, you can't even afford to go business class. Hey, so many years you are working. What a pathetic human being you are. Now that's a judgment. Judgments create confusion and separate you from others. Suppose you say, I'm a bad person. I'm not as good as other people. Other people are smart, I'm not. Okay, is that a judgment or an evaluation? It's a judgment. Okay, it will keep you separate, no? Or some people say, oh, those people are smart, I can't be in their company, I'm not as intelligent as others, so I cannot speak to others. That is a judgment. Or you say, okay, I need to work on my intelligence. Right? If I make an effort, I'll learn. There's no big deal about that. Evaluations are expansive in nature. Judgments are constrictive in nature. They limit you. They define you. Evaluations only tell you where you stand. Evaluation is like, you're driving your car and you're driving at 30 kilometers an hour. And you say, hey, if I need to reach I reach Pune in 4 hours, I better drive at a higher speed. Right? That's all. It's an evaluation. I'm driving at 30, I should drive at 60. That's it. Or you'll say, stupid fellow, you're too scared to drive faster than this. You don't know how to drive. That's a judgment. So evaluations give you freedom of choice. Judgments limit your behavior and the behavior of others. See, judgment means you put a label. You've said, oh, he's like that only. See, I'll tell you, we used to have a trainer many, many years ago. I'm talking about the 80s. He was not good in English. Okay. So initially he was trying very hard to speak in English and he was not doing a good job. So then we told him, you don't worry about the English. If you don't know some words in English, use Hindi words. Okay. And that guy became one of the best trainers we ever had. He had no because he stopped having judgments about his own English. You getting it? Now, did he improve his English? Because he evaluated, okay, there are certain things which I'm not doing right, I will do it. But the moment he stopped judging himself, the way of speaking English also improved. As long as he was judging, he was not able to improve anything. So that's a very interesting thing about judgment. Now, this is important. If you understand this, then you have understood everything. Evaluation merely state what is in a neutral and objective manner. It's a statement of a fact. That's all. Okay. Suppose there is a bottle green in color in front of me, and I say this is a green bottle. Is there any judgment in it? It's a neutral statement. Okay. Or I have this iPhone Pro, whatever, 6 plus, whatever it is, 8 plus. So I have an iPhone 8 plus. Neutral, statement. I have a cup of coffee. Neutral, objective manner. There is no judgment in it. Okay. Judgments indicate an opinionated subjective value. Darshana ji, can you make a statement about this green bottle, which is opinionated and subjective value? Like a judgment on my bottle.
It would have been better if it was blue.
Okay, is that a judgment?
No, that's not a judgment.
Suppose you had to make a judgment on my bottle.
What an atrocious color for a bottle.
Exactly. Now it's become a judgment. You got it? Okay, let's take another example. Let's take a person who is obese. All right. So can you make evaluation in a neutral, objective manner?
I would not call him obese. I would say he's overweight and needs to lose some weight.
And if you have to say like a judgment?
Oh my God, what a obese person. He looks so bad. He looks so ugly.
Fat person.
Yeah.
Got it. So everybody getting it? So you can take your own examples. See, we need to evaluate things in life, right? Otherwise, you would not improve them. Yeah, but if you start judging them, which is what we normally do, we will always put it into category of good, bad, right, wrong, I like, I don't like, all that stuff. Okay. Evaluation can be seen as mental or scientific approach. You're only evaluating. Scientists are evaluating things all the time. They're not judging them. They'll not say this is a bad bee. Yeah. They'll say this is a cobra snake. They'll not say this is a bad snake and that was a good snake. Judgments are emotional in nature and often suggest a moral, self-righteous approach. Are you getting something here? So this is what I want you guys to think about. And I want you to look at the various judgments you've made. Okay. And reconsider those judgments. Suppose you were to take out your opinion out of it. And if you were able to take out your righteousness out of it. If you could say that this is what it is. It's so simple. It is a hot and sunny day. It's a neutral statement. How would you say the same statement in a judgmental fashion, Darshana ji?
It's a hot and a humid day, you said, no?
No, hot and sunny day.
My God, it's so hot and look at the sun. It's right on top of me.
And I hate it.
It's
I mean,
so-
even
I
if
hate
you
it.
don't say it.
It's so uncomfortable being in the hot sun like this.
Yeah, now it could be
I
again,
wish it
neutral
was cooler.
statement. See, I'm uncomfortable can also be a neutral statement, or you can say, I hate this, I don't like being uncomfortable. Then it becomes a judgment. See, obviously, if you're in the sun, you're not going to feel comfortable, right?
Why does it have to be so hot?
Ah,
Why can't it be cooler? I hate the heat.
exactly. Now it's become a judgment. So, I mean, the only reason I'm asking Darshana ji to help me with this is that, let us start distinguishing what we are doing, If
Where
you
is
want
the
to live your
evaluation
life-
in it?
Exactly.
Where is the evaluation in it?
Evaluation is just a neutral statement. That's it.
So how would you evaluate this statement?
It is written there, no? Evaluations are simple statement of what is in a neutral and objective manner.
Okay.
Today is a hot and sunny day. It's an evaluation.
Okay.
If you can pass a judgment on it, no? Judgments are emotional in nature and suggest a moral, self-righteous approach. Judgments indicate an opinionated and subjective value. See, it is what it is. Yes, Kunan, you want to say something about it?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. It makes the things very clear. I was just thinking, as a father, on most of the occasion, I am very judgmental. And being an elder, the feeling is that I know more than my child, and then I speak or use or choose the words to ridicule, sometimes in the scolding manner. So it's more like judgment.
Absolutely. Or it could be a simple evaluation, right? Let us say your child got 76% marks. Okay. Your child got 76% marks. That's it. It's a statement of a fact. And you look at that report sheet, you got only 76% marks. That's all. That's all you're capable of. Now what happened? Opinionated subjective value. Without saying, you're saying you should do better than that. You did not do good. See, they did what they did. Now, is it bad to aspire that your child should get better marks? No, you can aspire for that. But a statement of fact, as opposed to judgment of a fact. So when we start becoming, look, we need to evaluate. So Kunan, if you are, let's say, interviewing somebody to work under you, you will have to evaluate him, his capabilities and all that. But you can do that without judging him as a useless fellow or a great fellow or whatever fellow. Okay, it's only when we are giving our opinion on it. Okay, we are typecasting people. We have self, I'm better than you, or this fellow is a useless fellow. There is a judgment that we put. Now, since I say stop judging yourself, and I say it every day, okay? Now look at yourself and start distinguishing between you evaluating yourself versus judging yourself. And I'd love you to share, I would love each one of you to share some examples of that. Do you need to evaluate yourself? That question can be easily answered, no? Do you need to evaluate yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why? Kasa, you want to say something about this?
Sir, people used to judge me because of my overweight and, with whatever my injuries, I can't walk longer. But once I start, I don't stop at all. People will get exhausted soon. I keep walking. And people just throw judgment that someone is overweight and someone had injuries, so they can't do. It's their judgment. It's something happened.
I got it. Thank you very much. And right now we are trying to distinguish between judgment and evaluation. and I asked a question, is it necessary to evaluate yourself? Abhinav, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, it is essential to evaluate yourself because suppose you have fever, then you are evaluating that I'm feeling this uneasiness. So that is
Right.
evaluation. You don't say कि ये bad है, गलत है, I've made a mistake, right? Or in case you are, if you have pain somewhere, then again you are evaluating. कि normally I don't have pain here, now I have a pain here, so you can do something about it. The
Right.
evaluation leads to things getting better for you and for your others, and the judgment, leads to low energy, I guess.
Okay,
For
very
you
nice.
and others.
So keep distinguishing it, because see, it may be necessary to evaluate. You need to
Yeah.
evaluate your financial
Yes.
performance, etc.,
Absolutely,
etc.,
absolutely.
without blaming yourself and castigating and all that labels that we put. Yes, Bhadraji.
Good morning, everybody. It is
Good
a very
morning.
good topic. It's a very good topic. And in our field or professionally, we evaluate
Okay,
almost.
one second. Hold on, Bhadraji. You said very good topic. That was an evaluation or a judgment?
It is evaluation. It is evaluation. Because
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
It helps us think our perspective. We evaluate our activity and how to improve or like that, where I can be more productive.
Yeah. At the same time, now don't mix up evaluating with judging. Okay, a lot of time you think you are evaluating, but you may be judging also, and that will limit you. Good. Niti ji, please unmute. After that, I'll come to you, Sagar.
Good morning, sir. Sir, what I am getting is if I am judging, I am pronouncing a final statement. It is like the end of the road. Whereas if I'm evaluating, I am looking for possibilities to sort to make the whole situation better for myself.
Exactly. It's only a statement of fact.
Yes, sir.
I have traveled 100 kilometers. There are 200 kilometers more to go. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
there is a neutrality about the scope for improvement. In a judgment, you don't see any scope for improvement sometimes. Most of the
In
time.
an evaluation, the entire negativity is gone and we are facing the fact as it is and sorting it for a better
Beautiful.
situation.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, Sagar.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I think, evaluation means a fact. If I am a rich, if I am a poor, that is a fact. Yes. If I accept that fact that I am a poor,
Sagarji, the word poor itself is a judgment.
okay, but if I evaluate that I am a poor, okay, I accept that, but I can do something.
Wait. Let us look at this word. I'm purposely saying this because the moment you use the word poor, so many judgments come along with it. You can say, suppose you said, today I have 5,000 rupees in my bank. It's a statement of a fact. I've got 5,000 rupees in my bank. Now, you want to call it poor?
Okay.
See, subjective. No, let us say there is a laborer, right? In his whole life, he has never seen 5,000 rupees in his bank. And he looks at that 5,000 rupees and he says, wow, I am rich.
Okay, now I want to say that if I got 5,000 in my pocket and it is fact and it is a evaluation that I have 5,000 in my pocket, and if I judge, and I want to get 10,000, and if I judge I could not get the 10,000, that means opinions and judgment.
Exactly.
But if I have 5,000 in my pocket, now work and I will get.
I can get whatever I want, right?
Yes. I can
And
get
see, you will say, okay, I've got 5,000 in my pocket. And then you say, okay, I want to go for a holiday to Helsinki.
Okay.
And you can have a statement like, but I'm poor, I cannot go. Now finished. Or
Now
you can
finished.
say, okay, I want to go to Helsinki. How much money do I need for that? I need 5 lakh rupees for that. Okay, great. So let me find out how to make 5 lakh rupees. That's great. Or you say, oh, 5 lakh rupees. I'll never be able to earn that type of money in my life. Now I put judgment inside it.
I think judgments are the things that you don't like, and evaluation are the possibility that you want to have. Means,
Yeah, evaluating is a statement of fact. It allows the possibility to come. If you judge it, then possibility cannot come. That is why I always say, don't judge yourself, don't judge others, because it limits possibilities. So I think you got it.
yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else? Somebody else has raised the hand. 1 minute, I'm not able to see it. I'll see it soon enough. Who is that?
Sure, myself.
First Milind, then Kasa. Kasa, you spoke twice, so I'll call you little.
No, sir,
after.
sorry, Kasaji was before me, so I must give him this precedence.
Doesn't matter, sir.
Okay.
I am using my prerogative. You're
Okay.
elder, so you can go first.
Take it,
Elders first and ladies first.
take it by heads bowed down. Sir, you said whether assessment is necessary in life or not.
Evaluation.
Sorry, evaluation is necessary or not. To this, my answer is yes, and an emphatic yes, because I take from the example that you had given that I'm driving from Bombay to Pune. I'm in somewhere in between, in wherever, and then I'm saying I have got 100 kilometers to go, and my distinct speed is about 50 hours, 50 kilometer an hour. Therefore, the 2 hours I'll be needing. So if I have to reach there in 1 hour, probably I have to double my speed. This is basically nothing but evaluation. And this is exactly what is required in life. Is a life without a goal is like a ship in the sea without a destination. So therefore, this is necessary. And in order to achieve that goal, the evaluation is always necessary. And it's not a judgment, it's the statement of facts, as you said, and actually constant evaluation of where I am, how much do I have to speed up, how much do I have to throttle up, how much do I have to accelerate in order to reach that particular goal. So this is what is my humble submission about your question.
Yes, you're very right about that. Thank you so much. Also, remember one thing, evaluation is fine, judgment is not fine. We have so much automaticity. Automatically, we will jump into judgment. Just now, Sagar was very nicely bringing out a very nice point, but he automatically used the word, Yeah, so this is all a part of our habitual way of judging ourselves, which we are doing all the time. That is why we need to be very alert. Good morning, Nirmala Devi. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks.
So
Yes, Kasa, you were saying something?
Okay, fine. Now over to Kasaji.
So between evaluation and judgment, evaluation helps us elevate and evolve. Judgment does unjust, stops possibilities.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Good morning. I just want to know, after evaluation, if you conclude, can we call it judgment?
No, what conclusion you want to make? When you have evaluated, the next step is, okay, what action should I take? What else is possible now? This is what it is now. Okay?
Okay.
Statement of fact is, this is what it is right now.
Sure.
The next question is, what else is possible now?
No, my question is, in case of employee perspective, if I evaluate and conclude, can we call this as a judgment? That's what I...
No, depends on what you're concluding. So okay, I get what your question is. Let us say here is an employee, okay? You have evaluated his performance.
Yes, sir.
Okay, January performance is less than expectation.
Yes,
So
sir.
you have spoken to him and said, look, I expect a better performance from you. This time you have done 100. Next time I want you to do 120. Next time again you evaluate his performance and you speak to him and say, listen, your performance is still 120, still 100. Can I help you in some way that, why you're not able to improve your performance? Let's find out.
Okay.
And then again, you found out and you helped him also. Still, next time his performance is 100. Now, when you are evaluating him, you found out that, he just doesn't want to do only. You've been able to find out, as a fact that he is not even trying, he doesn't want to do, he has a casual attitude. Okay.
Yeah.
Now comes the next step. What action should I take now? Do I want to continue to have him on my staff? Do I want to move him to some other job in my company where he can perform better or not? Or you may make a judgment, no? He's a useless fellow. I don't want him to work for my company.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
You get it? Now, if you judge him, then there is no possibility in it. Sometimes you may judge somebody too soon and, get rid of him. If you are evaluating, it keeps you open to find out, okay, what else is possible with him? Maybe he doesn't like this, but temperamentally he's not suited for this job. Maybe we can put him in some other job. Okay. Then you may not lose. Or if you find out that he is not able to perform in anything, then you may have to say, all right, boss, looks like we are not meant for each other. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. But there is no judgment in it.
Okay.
As a human, you are not judging him and saying he's a useless fellow or a great fellow or anything, right? Evaluation simply makes you see, okay, this is what it is. Now what we should do. This is what it is. Like, in your shop floor, let's say you have a production program, a problem, you will evaluate and say, all right, now this methodology is not working. What else should we do? We'll do a root cause analysis, find out what to do. Correct? Are you going to be judging? A very useless business we are in, it, always people are asking money, so I should not do this, blah, blah, blah. Because judging makes you upset. Judging does not show possibility, right? Yes. Evaluating is, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Today there is a payment problem. Okay, it's a payment problem. Now, is it a bad problem? Every time there is a payment problem, why we are having payment problem? Am I managing my company all right? Am I accountant useless fellow? Blah, blah. That is judgment. You got it?
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Yes, Darshana ji and then Milan ji, and then after that I will have to say bye and you can continue.
Oh,
Yes,
where does observation come into all this?
In order to evaluate, you have to observe, no?
Okay, because observation is definitely not a judgment.
Observation is required in order to evaluate. What you just see the dictionary meaning of the word observe.
Okay,
when
now
you're watching something, you're observing, right?
Okay, now like
look, I'm looking out of my window, right? I'm observing the sun outside. I'm observing the sea. I'm observing the construction activity which is happening on the bay. Okay, I'm not even evaluating it right now. I'm only observing it.
Okay, because I have observed that I procrastinate a lot and I get into action only when a shove comes to a push.
Okay, now stop. Let us distinguish it.
Okay.
The moment you said I procrastinate a lot, it's a judgment. So let us.
I'm not judging myself. It's an observation.
Wait. Observation is, what did you observe yourself doing?
Putting
that's
off
an
things.
Observation.
Putting off things.
No, that's not what you observed. Putting off thing is an interpretation about what you did. It's an evaluation of what you did. Observing is simply, I had to make my tea at 8 o'clock. I made my tea at 8:40. That's observation.
Okay.
And now you're evaluating it and saying, all right, I should have made my tea at 8 o'clock. I made it at 8:40. That's the evaluation. You observed yourself doing that. Observing is what you are seeing, no? Or what you're hearing. Exactly the way it is. You haven't even evaluated it yet. So first you observe, then you evaluate.
So I observe that I procrastinate a lot. That is my observation.
No, the moment you put the word procrastinate, you have labeled it, so it's a judgment.
I have to think about that.
No, you are putting a label, no? The moment we use the word procrastinate, what does it mean? Is it good?
No.
Exactly. So it's the judgment. But if you say that I have to do something at X time, right? I had to do something today, but I did it tomorrow. You observed yourself doing that, and that's an evaluation also. But you asked me a question about observation. Okay. First we observe, then we evaluate. Sometimes we only observe. We don't even evaluate. We don't even judge. Do you observe things happening around you?
Yeah.
Do you always evaluate or judge them?
No.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Correct.
Okay. So let us be with, okay, so let us say, obviously every evaluation or every judgment is based on an observation. Okay, so you observe two people shouting at each other, right? They are
Right.
speaking in loud voices at each other, you observe that.
Hmm.
And then you evaluated it and said, well, is this the ideal behavior?
Hmm.
I mean, you have a benchmark, right? You say, I prefer people not to be speaking in a loud voice.
Okay.
Now, or you can pass a judgment. Useless people,
Hmm.
they're shouting at each other. They cannot get along with each other.
Okay.
Now it's become a judgment.
Right.
Actually, what did you see? Two people speaking in loud voice with each
Voice.
other. Right? So there is observation. Sometimes we simply observe. We don't even, like when you're on a rainy day looking out of the window, you're observing the raindrops fall. You are observing, how the water is going in the gutters and this and that, and children playing outside. You're only observing it. You're not even evaluating it. Okay. Evaluation is done against a benchmark.
Okay.
Right? And judgment, you know what it is now, I think very nicely.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Milanji, and then Abhinav.
Yes.
Abhinav is,
I
Abhinav.
Yeah.
I remember in my career somewhere, there was a corporate trainer who made a big presentation on this HR events of assessments, evaluation at the year end. Now, the thing he said, I still recollect, it's buzzing in my mind still now. He said, you make this process of assessment at a year end thing. In fact, Reddyji's question actually gave this thing, gave a language to my mind. And then this is something where they said, look, you bring this guy, he puts his head in the gallows of your judgment, assessment at the year-end process, where he either takes it as a sort of assessment, whether he takes it as gets a promotion, or he gets reprimanded, or he gets fired. He gets fired. So why don't you make this process a whole year throughout the year process, where maybe weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis, you meet people and you discuss with them. And at times it may so happen even you give them some kind of a benchmark that you have to do this and you assess it. You know what will happen in this process?
Yeah. 1 minute. Hold on. So let's not get into a whole, this thing about assessment. We are distinguishing between, evaluation and judgment. Though what you're saying is very useful, Milanji. Otherwise, people are will go on a different tangent for now. Okay. Evaluation is very important, and that is what Milanji is emphasizing. Okay. You have to do that, but judgment is something you don't have to do. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much. I need to leave right now, so please carry on. I'll see you tomorrow morning at the same time. Please limit yourself to distinguishing between judgment and evaluation. Okay? So that if anybody has any doubt about what is judgment and what is evaluation, you will get clear on that. Okay?
So sorry to bother you. Just one moment. I'll leave in 1 second, one word.
Yes, sir.
Instead of you doing the assessment at the year end, people at the end will come that, sir, this is the year, what I have done, what I have not done. And they will actually do the assessment of them for them. And they will say whether I deserve a promotion or I deserve a reprimand or deserve whatever. They will themselves do the assessment for them and the job would be easier for you. Thank you, sir.
Isn't it wonderful? Now, nobody is, so they never feel that somebody is passing judgment on them.
Imposing, yeah, true.
That's a very nice way of doing it. I wish more companies did it like that.
So,
but they don't trust their people, no? They'll say, sir, everybody will come with a wonderful assessment of themselves. How little trust is there, no? Anyways, so thank you, everybody. And please carry on this discussion. Vitrivel, Kunen, and Rama, on your on our group. I have put that presentation on about the slide about the difference between evaluation and judgment. You can refer to it. I'm also going to put it on our WhatsApp group for others if you want to refer to it. Yeah. So keep on distinguishing between the two. It will give you more power in life. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, amazing discussion is going on. Let us go further into the same inquiry and try to share whatever wisdom we learned. Before getting into that, I just want to add one small thing. Rightly, Milanji touched upon the topic, which is so essential to discuss judgment versus evaluation. Let us stick to appraising ourselves, observing ourselves, evaluating ourselves, because it is going to benefit a lot. That's the whole purpose of attending EMC, doing all these self-development activities. Because normally human beings are very good at evaluating others or judging others. But our core purpose is to evaluate ourselves and improve upon to the next level. So all our sharing related to judgment versus evaluation, let it be subjective. Hope I'm able to communicate it properly. Let's go ahead. Anybody would like to share your thought on difference between judgment and evaluation?
Yes, Abhinav.
Please, Abhinav ji, go ahead.
Yeah, so in the interaction between Sukhdeepak ji and the wonderful lady who was talking about procrastination, what I got present to was, judgment for some act. There could be 10 judgments. So, for example, if I promised myself that I would do the job at 8 o'clock today, and I did not do it. I did not do it at all. Or I did it, let's say, after 1 day or after 2 days. So the judgment will be that I promised that I would do the job at 8 o'clock, but I did not do it. That is an evaluation. Now, judgments then could be, मैं बेकार का आदमी हूँ, I'm no good is a judgment. I procrastinate is a judgment. Or even your judgment, this guy is no good. This guy procrastinates. This guy is not trustable. This guy is that. I am that, or this guy is that. So judgment is subjective, I guess, and evaluation will be the same. If 10 people talk about it, I get that is what I distinguish for myself. So when I evaluate, then it gives me a chance to improve upon things. When I judge, then it's like, मैं तो हुई procrastinator, या मैं तो हुई बेकार का आदमी. So then there is no chance of anything getting better. But when I evaluate myself or even others, then something can be done. Thanks. That's what I wanted to share.
Excellent, Abhinav. Thank you very much for that.
Vetriji.
Yes, Kunal.
Can we invite Nirmala Devi Shiva Kumar ji?
Yeah. Please invite our ex-batchmate. Please go ahead.
Nirmala ji, if you are hearing our conversation, can you be, please come and share your opinion.
Okay, sir. I think judgments is always negative, like Sukhdeep ji sir said. So for evaluation, we have to analyze what is correct to our knowledge and what is correct to our plan and goals. Thanks for, I did not very much researched about these things. I just want to know about the discussions, so that I joined today. Today only I had leave, so I joined. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and keep on coming consistently, because this is a wonderful platform where you get, as sir told, that he gives us tools and learning points which will improve definitely going forward to all of us. So thank you so much. Back to you, Vetriji.
Thank you, Kunalji. Doctor, thanks for coming. Just a quick question. Have you got the Government job?
No, sir. Now I am working in private college as
Okay.
an assistant professor.
Wonderful, wonderful. All the best. Keep pursuing. Soon we would like to hear that good news from you.
So government postponed the exams so that.
Yeah, it is going to come. The new government is going to announce, and things will happen. All the best to you. Thank you.
Fine.
Yeah. How to distinguish judgment versus evaluation?
Okay, sir. I want to have more clarification on this. I want to have more clarification and clarity on this. First, we observe, yes, and sometimes we evaluate, and sometimes we just observe the fact. So, okay, so I have 5,000 in my pocket, and I say that evaluation. If I have 5,000 in my pocket, that is the evaluation. That is a fact, and I want to get 10,000. Then, if I said yes, I can get, I will get by working. That is also evaluation. But if I say that I am not good enough to earn 10,000 rupees, then that is a judgment. Means that I could not do, means that doesn't fit, that doesn't that I didn't like. So I think you like is evaluation, and thing you don't like is a judgment. I want to get more clarification on this. Thank you.
Great, Sagar. Thank you very much for coming up with the question, and it shows your curiosity. Of course, we have great eminent people will give us they're sharing wisdom. We just keep listening to it. My response to it is likes and dislikes both are judgment only.
Okay.
Sir beautifully touched upon a point called expansive in nature. If it is allowing you to go to next level, which is your potential, then you're not judging, you are only evaluating and improving yourself. And Nitiji beautifully touched upon a point. If it gives area to improvement, then it's evaluation. If it is cutting your feather, it is a judgment.
Okay.
It's my own perception. One of the example which I would like to share with you. People can correct me if I'm wrong. There are two distinctions. One is bonsai. You know bonsai, how they grow in a small plate. A big tree has been cut top to bottom, and it has been grown in a very short. They will not allow it to grow. It's just grown for the beauty purposes. There is another side. There is a curious gardener. He grows plants and tree. You understand? Two guys. I'm just telling you two guys. What the bonsai guy is doing, what the gardener is doing. Can you just tell me the difference? Yesterday you have shown me beautiful resort, trees and all. Can you hear me, Sagar?
Yes, what you just said is first give me just, I want to catch it. I didn't catch it.
Two things I'm telling you.
Okay.
One is one enthusiast who is doing bonsai tree. You know what is bonsai?
No, I don't know.
Bonsai is a kind of a art where they cut the tree or a plant and grow it in a small plate or these things. They will not allow it to grow bigger.
I get it, sir.
And another guy is a gardener who grows trees and plants as it is. What is the difference?
Okay. Wow, thank you for this question. I think there is one gardener who plants a tree and it grow as it is, and another there is a gardener who plant a tree and he cut the trees, the shape he want. I think there are two gardeners. One gardener is in his garden, one tree is growing in its own self, flowering in its own self. And another gardener, its cutting means trees are not growing, he's just stopping. Maybe, yes, I get it what you want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sagar. Ramaji, do you like to add anything to it?
No, I think, yeah, it's great. Let's continue with the discussions. As I think everybody said, when you are observing and evaluating, there are lots of possibilities shown in front of us. If we judge, there are no possibilities. It just cut off. In addition to many other things, this is one of the key factors between these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, request others to share, please.
And just to add on, Ramaji, Vetri and Sagar, that as Sir told, that judgment limits us while evaluation gives us choices. So when we see possibility, we have choices. We can do this also, we can do this also, we can do this also. That will happen when we are in the state of evaluating. But when we are in the state of judging, we say, oh, I can't do. Oh, this can't be done. So that's my learning from this talk. Back to you, Vetri.
Thank you, Ramaji. Thank you, Purinji. So profound. Any other points to distinguish evaluation versus judgment?
Just to add on, Vetriji, I was listening to this conversation of Sir, and I was trying to deep dive a bit. What I'm taking from this conversation is that when we are in the state of evaluation, we have compassion, love towards self and others. But when I am in the state of judgment, I am having some pain, remorse, something hidden, So this judgment disconnect me from oneness of the creation of God. Everything is one, love, compassion, But when we are in judgment, we disconnect with the oneness, with the creation. While evaluation, as Sir told, that we have the plenty of choices. We start looking that this is also possible, that is also possible. So it's all about difference between love, compassion, and negativity, hatred, etc. Back to you.
Beautifully put, Purinji. Thank you very much. This when you have an immense potential, and if something stops you to try that, it's a judgment. Because it disconnects you from that immense potential, which you call it as a oneness. Very good, very beautifully put. If something allows you to expand yourself, even to reach that oneness, is the evaluation which we all need to do that. Kasa raised his hand. Kasa ji, good morning. Go ahead.
Judgment is a default mode. Evaluation is an awareness mode. So it needs certain facts and figures to arrive on an evaluation. Judgment just comes naturally because that's the default.
Excellent.
So,
thank you. So you just tied it with our own favorite teachings, default versus creation.
Yes.
Absolutely fine. Thank you very much for that.
Earlier, what I quoted also the same. Evaluation helps elevating, evolving. Judgment just unjust stops the possibility.
Yes.
What I suggest?
For instance, I have certain disability in writing. So someone can say, hey, you're bad at writing. But someone can say, hey, you're very good at talking. Why don't you try writing it? I can help you. Both are the same. Both are the same. Both means the same, but how we put forth, it makes them expansive. And the other one feels them, they are shut. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Kasa. Kasa, I just want to add little. The word you said, disability, can we replace that word with challenge?
Yeah.
Can you tell the same statement, replacing challenge?
Someone has challenges in writing, but very good in talking. Okay. So we can say, hey, you're not good at writing. On the contrary, we can say, hey, you're great at speaking. If you can improve your writing, that will be more beautiful.
Yeah. You got it.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
always have a mantra which I have taught my children also. It is not what you say, it is how you say that matters a lot in life. So I live by that mantra.
Thank you for letting us know the
that-
mantra.
yeah.
Let me take a note of it.
It makes a lot of difference.
True.
How
It's
you
a
say
sense of
versus
awareness. Yeah. I get it.
how you say versus what you say.
Beautiful.
Same thing you
So,
can say. Same thing if you want, like just as Mr. Kasa said, same thing can be worded differently. But
Exactly.
that word, that the way you say it will have positive results
True.
as compared.
And also when to say and to whom to say.
Yeah, but how you say it most important.
That's true.
You can give a criticism so nicely put as how you say it that it doesn't sound like a criticism. It's an encouragement for the criticism to be constructive and not destructive. The way you word the words. So it may be a criticism, all right, but it's going to be a constructive criticism, not a destructive criticism.
Very well put. I must say, very well put.
And I remember
So that
once,
is what I always tell my children. It's not what you say, it is how you say that matters a lot in life. You can get, and practically you can get all your work done also if you say what you want to say it in the way how you say it to make the other person feel good so that he's more responsive to you in life.
I remember
That is what I've observed, that is what I follow, and that is what I've noticed in people. That how you say it's very, very important.
Yeah, Kunanji, I just want to link that up what Darshanaji said, that how you say, you observe and then you say something. How you say matters. That is what distinguishes between evaluation and judgment. How you say is the difference between evaluation and judgment. So that's what I want to link it up.
Ramaji, one more beautiful word Darshanaji said. What you are saying is amazing thing. We can completely link with what you say to how you say, which is judgment or based on the observation. Are you giving judgment or the evaluation? One more beautiful word Darshanaji said to understand it very deeper. If it is a constructive feedback which gives room for expansion, which is evaluation. If it is a destructive feedback which cuts their aspiration and make people to stuck, it is judgment. Am I correct, Ramaji?
No, but in that, Mr. Vetrivel, how you say it will never be detrimental. How you say it to make it constructive and not destructive. That is why you say what you say as how you say it is always in the positive way to make that person be more constructive rather than destructive. If you just say what you have to say, it can be destructive. But as to how you say it is definitely said with the purpose of it being constructive, not destructive.
what I'm learning from this conversation, Vetriji, is that if we are in the state of judging someone, automatically the tonality will come like that. But if we are in the state of evaluation with the love and compassion, automatically the words, the expression will come without having the judgment element. And I remember once Sir had explained how to say I love you in 7 or 8 different ways. Though I love you is a very powerful statement, but if we are in the state of judgment, we can express in a different way, isn't it? So let's listen from Priya Gupta ji. We have time. Priya Gupta ji. Is she there? She's not there. I think Ashok sir has joined. So can we request Ashok sir also to share some of his thought? Ashok sir, if you can hear this conversation, would you like to share some of your wisdoms? Or Aruna ji, are you there? Imtiaz Sahab, Assalamu Alaikum. By the way, we have the Toastmaster expert, Mr. Raja Shekharan. Let's listen from him also, his opinion about evaluation.
Then, as per today explanation, evaluation is a positive and take it forward message. And all along the life, we are having the judgment. Today, we got more clarity what's evaluation to be done instead of judgment. So this is a good clarity today. We have got it, and we will see the life in new perspective instead of whenever we are going to the auto mode and judging, and we will give a space and we will rethink it how we can do the evaluation instead of judgment, how we can be empowered, how we can move forward instead of judging and sinking. So that is my takeaway message. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And what I'm going to do today, I'm just promising to you all that whole day I will spend by being more aware whether I am in the judgment state or evaluation state with self and others. So I will do this practice today to see what I have learned and whether I am really doing it or not. So I request you all to do this so that tomorrow when we can discuss more with the sir, if there are some more clarity required or curiosity or something we do today, it will be further even better to learn more from sir tomorrow. Can we request Poonam Daswani ji to share some of her thoughts?
Yes, yeah, I completely agree with you that one should always look at the brighter side of the picture. There are like if you have to change the situation from a negative to a positive situation, you should always accept your mistakes and move on. Mana jo galti hui hai, like kind of if I am not able to do something, it's not the worst thing is that you lose your motivation and your all your inspiration is down and you say, oh no, I can't do it, and that is very judgmental. But when you accept it that maine ye mana I have done so many mistakes and probably let me try something else to get there. I mean, my ways are wrong, but maybe I try something else that keep on trying, that continuity and not losing hope. I think the faith and the not losing hope, never giving up, that attitude and evaluation helps you to do that. And so you can reach to your desired goals.
That's true. I think one of the statement what sir told today is that evaluation gives you freedom of choices, as you rightly explained, Poonamji, while judgment limit your behavior and behavior of others. So that's very powerful, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Vetriji, back to you.
Thank you very much, Kunalji. It's time. Let us close officially. Before that, I take 30 seconds to share a quick thought.
By the way, Vetriji, sorry for interruption. It seems Gautam ji and Kasha again would like to share something. So let's.
Yeah, we will take their sharing, then we will close officially. Before taking that share, a quick thought from my side. The whole exercise is to reach that enormous potential we are all having within us. two examples we discussed in detail in our previous sessions. I would like to recall upon those things which can give little more clarity about judgment versus evaluation. One example is, which is favorite to sir, that golden eagle versus chicken egglets. If golden eagle got stuck with chicken egglets, if it judges itself, it will live whole life as a chicken. If it evaluates time and often, it can run faster than chicken, it can fly higher than these. So if it keeps evaluating itself and keeps growing, it will get into the full potential of a golden eagle. Same thing like we saw the lion got into the sheep. So evaluation is so important to reach our potential. Judgment is cutting us and asking us to live in our own given circumstance. And we are all great people which we are trying to break our blocks and moving towards our potential. Yes, Gautamji, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Very good. You are perfectly told. And Poonam madam also, she is also share her thought. It is absolutely correct. It is we have to be the positive. We have to think the golden eagle first, not the chicken. This is a very good example. We should first self confidence. If you are having the self confidence, we can go ahead. So like me, started my career in job, and today still I am continuing with the job. When I am successful of getting the business of the companies where I work, why not I will be successful of my own? So today, till I've got the promotion or like that, people are growing. That is important. It's a self-confidence. And Vetrivelji, it is absolutely correct. Kunanji, we are today getting a lot of power. It's self-motivated we are. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ji. That was so profound. And Ramaji, can we officially close this? Then we'll continue our discussion. I am using through mobile. I'll make you post. You can.
I think Kasha wants to share something. Let's listen from Kasha.
Kasha, that was previously raised hand, I suppose. Kasha?
No, one last thing.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Everyone is the possibility of what we fear to be. Stop judging, start evaluating the self, and be that person you desire to be. Everyone is the possibility of what we fear to be. Stop judging, start evaluating, and be that person you desire to be.
Very good. चलिए वेट्री जी, मैं एक शेर सुना देता हूँ. शेर सुन के
प्लीज गो अहेड.
अर्ज किया है कि बुलंदियों पे पहुंचना कोई कमाल नहीं. बुलंदियों पे पहुंचना कोई कमाल नहीं. गौतम जी आपके लिए है. इट इज नॉट एक्सेप्शनल टू अचीव सक्सेस. बुलंदियों पे ठहरना कमाल होता है. It is exceptional to stay successful. So we can all reach to a position, destination, and claim that we are successful, but it is more important to stay successful. And that happens only when we keep the options open, keep on finding the choices, keep on finding the possibilities. And that comes from evaluation, not from judgment that we have achieved the success is done. No, keep on progressing, keep on moving forward. So that's the takeaway for me. So back to you, Vetriji.
Wonderful, wonderful closing. Yeah. Go ahead, Arunaji. Was that Arunaji?
It was Poonamji. She
It
appreciated.
was me. I said very well said. You have to be able to sustain that success.
That's true.
Yeah. So to hold that situation, you have to be also very humble. Because once you achieve the success, that ego and pride gets into your head. That should not be the case. Once you are dealing with people with, with humbleness and good attitude, you treat them well, I think nobody will put you down.
Well said. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ramaji, it's a beautiful, Kunalji. Thank you, Poonamji. Just, I want to add one small word. You said you have to sustain that success. Instead of using the word sustain, try to use allow. You allow that success to happen more and more and grow, then that is kind of a expansive in nature. Sustain is like kind of a little bit judgment I see there. Anyway, it's a wonderful discussion. Amazing. And I see Reddy Garu's hand raised. It's just casually. Sir, say something. I want to hear your voice.
Thank you, sir. What I observed myself is 90% of time we are judging, not evaluating. So I'm trying my best to follow the whatever sir said, and I've seen the benefits of evaluating than judging. That's what I want to say. Thank you. And I'll send one message to you. Just check.
I'll check. Let me check, sir. Let me check. Thank you very much. Over to you, Ramaji.
Yeah, shall I stop the recording? Yeah.